It's the Rookie here with a little Thanksgiving treat for you. Now, most of you, I'm sure, have already signed up for the Garage Logic Town Council. This is, of course, Garage Logic 24/7. This is the stream. This is going to be an example of what you can hear if you sign up for the Garage Logic Town Council. There's a stream that runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And it's not only bits, it's segments of the almost 30 years of Garage Logic over the years, some dating back to 97. It's been a lot of fun putting all this together, and hopefully you will enjoy it by signing up for the Garage Logic Town Council. 24/7 is a project that they put me on, and I can't be more thrilled. It's fun listening to my squeaky voice, Joe's squeaky voice, and also, actually, to tell you the truth, it's really fun to hear callers. That's one thing I miss about the podcast, and who knows what's going to be down the road here. But when you are listening to Garage Logic 24/7 and you remember the town council, you can get immediate access while we're doing the podcast, and you can send an email saying, hey, you morons, that bridge is named whatever, not that. So there's kind of input where you can be part of the show. All right, enough about me. Let's get to some of the best ofs here. This best of, I don't have the actual year for that because I didn't research it, but it's always been saved, and we always break it out during Thanksgiving week. It's when Joe wanted to, he wanted to compliment me by saying he could put me up against two of his uncles that are professional Thanksgiving dinner consumers. And, well, I'll let you listen to what happened, but I was riding high for a while until his brother, Joe's brother Johnny, came and put me in my place. Heap management on Garage Logic, Town Council 24/7.
I got two uncles, and I'm very serious. My Uncle Jimmy and my Uncle Paul. I would like to act in the role of your trainer.
Okay.
I'd like to put you in an eating concert against those two, because I have never seen plates piled as high as Uncle Jimmy and Uncle Paul can pile a plate. There is no, it's beyond plate management.
Not even plate management?
They're beyond plate management. We're called heaping management. and I have never seen
gross,
such
total
it is.
Gross
It's
weight.
a GW, a gross weight thing. It's GW 7,000. and a lot of guys practice plate management. This is a vertical heap management. So when they're walking, it's a very practiced, steady pace, because what they've got is top-heavy heap. See, plate management.
If you start going this way, plus you have to be able to walk, straight.
If they start to lean, it's over.
Yeah.
Whereas plate management. You see waiters practice plate management all the time. They got 7 plates in their hands, and they can spin around and go through a door. That's nothing. That's plate management. Heap management is to get the pile to a place without spilling anything, and that's an incredible thing to see. Now, I would like to put you up against Jimmy and Paul in an eating event, for which I would charge an admission. And you would have the big bib on, and Jimmy and Paul have the bib on, and go into an eating ritual and I'm going to take you in this, by the way. And I've seen these two, and I'm taking you.
I'm intrigued.
I would take you because
I can put away a lot, and I can pile up a lot.
Do you practice heap management?
Well, what I do here is you can't put turkey. When you load up on the turkey, you don't put it all on one side.
And again,
It's going to fall off.
Stop right now. I again need to reassure the great patriotic citizens of Gumption County that when you talk about this, the gleam in your eye is real. The joy you have is real. This is something you're fond of. All right, now continue.
There's no silly, fun rookie. Hey,
this is not funny with you.
No, it's not. This is a legitimate deal where it comes Thanksgiving once a year.
Right.
As we all know.
So, do you heap or plate management?
I heap.
You're a heap.
I didn't know I was a heaper. I'm glad
You're a heaper.
Turn the light on for me, because I thought it was just plate management for me. But you're right. It's not plate management.
Here's when you practice plate management. You practice plate management at a wedding or at somebody's house you don't really know that well.
Where you have to be.
Where you're kind of watching yourself. You're on your best behavior. When you're with a family, in a family environment, at an Easter, a Thanksgiving, or a Christmas. It's heapology.
And more than that.
It has nothing to do with management. It's heapology.
You're right.
You'll heap tomorrow.
Oh, 100%.
Can you get it all on one plate? Or are you a 2-plate heap?
I can.
I don't want you to talk to Collins right now. I want you to talk to me.
Is this Paul?
Which Paul?
Oh, John? Hang on.
Which John?
Your brother, John.
Just a minute. Johnny.
Yeah.
I would put him up against Paul and Jimmy.
Now, see, you're missing a very critical factor here.
What?
Rookie might be able to go one-on-one with him once.
Yeah.
But Paul and Jimmy are going to go back maybe 2, or at least 2, maybe 3 times.
That's a good...
I'm out.
Johnny, that's a good point.
Not going to be able to keep up with.
That's a good point. And each time, there is no reduction in the heap, is there?
No, absolutely not.
I'm out of my league,
and here's another critical factor.
Yep.
Jimmy and Paul, there's a fighting chance that throughout the afternoon they might have had a cocktail or two,
right?
A few beers,
right?
So I mean, and of course anything that would resemble an hors d'oeuvre. So I mean, they come prepared.
Johnny, what role does the nap play?
The nap is almost instantaneous with dinner, and it coincides with any kind of cleanup that has to be done.
That's exactly right. But you know, Johnny, you've saved me some money because I was going to go with my young man here.
Oh no!
But he doesn't have repeat. He doesn't have repeat qualities now.
I feel sorry for you right now.
Yeah.
Because you really misread this situation.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing.
Yeah.
You're right on, because you know what? If I went back, I'd grab a little bit of stuffing and a couple of slices of turkey.
This is repeat heaping. This is repeat heaping.
I'm out.
Dinner again.
Again, a complete.
It's not just I'll have a couple slices of turkey.
No, this is
that's
the whole
another
thing.
FM.
It's
so they'd be going
2 FMs inside 30 minutes.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm way out.
You got to go back to the nap for a minute.
Yeah.
The nap.
Because while everybody else is frenetically cleaning up and storing away pots that are used once a year,
right?
These two are asleep, waking up in time to start drinking and ready for dessert. And that's another complete experience. It's not just a little piece of pie with a sliver of whipped cream.
No, it's the whole deal, isn't it?
It's the whole thing, back and forth. And then while they're done, they might, 9:30, everybody else is long gone. They might say, is there one cold beer left?
Of course.
Well, Rookie's got a long way to go.
Yeah, well, you really did straighten me out on that.
Yeah.
And it just shows a young guy like this what he needs to strive for, doesn't it?
Oh, he's got many years to prepare.
Many years of practice before he would achieve this kind of status. Because you're absolutely right. I had some of that dynamic had slipped my mind, but you're absolutely right.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So here's the deal. I'm not taking you. I'm out. I'm out of it because he pointed out you stand no chance. You're too young. You don't have enough practice. Your skills aren't ready. You just haven't done this enough.
No, I'd have to agree, and I'm not even insulted. I couldn't go back for that. I have a tough enough time going 2 FM, 2 full meals here at 2, and then 6 or 7:30 or whenever it is at the other. It just
I've seen these guys go 2 full heaps at the same dinner table, and maybe 3. In their younger days, there were 3 full heaps.
Oh man,
at the same dinner table.
Couldn't do it.
So
I bow to the champions.
You're not kidding. I learned my lesson there, that's for sure. So there's a little sample of what you're going to get on the Garage Logic Town Council 24/7. And now here's my buddy, Mr. Reavers, with a short little message for you. Reeves?
The Garage Logic Town Council will hold its first official Town Council members-only meeting Wednesday, November 30th from 4 to 6:30 p.m. at Tattersall Distillery in River Falls, Wisconsin. Join the Garage Logic crew for complimentary appetizers beginning at 4 p.m. with a live Garage Logic podcast to follow at 5. This event is only open to Town Council members. Members who wish to attend should RSVP in the Town Council member platform right now at GarageLogic.com. Not a member and want to be at this exclusive and official meeting? Not a problem. Sign up for the Town Council right now at GarageLogic.com and then RSVP for the event. We'll see you November 30th at Tattersall in River Falls.
Now, this next cut also has to do with not necessarily Thanksgiving, but plate management. You heard heat management in the prior segment. Now, this is when Joe and Pat were talking about Chad Hartman's wedding. Sid had quite the event, and they were talking about how they would put their plates together. And Ricey described a play-by-play with his plate, what to take, what not to take. And this is where the term plate management in Garage Logic and Sports Talk was invented and discussed thoroughly. So enjoy yourselves while you listen to Joe and Pat on the Garage Logic. Remember, you can hear this stuff on the Garage Logic 24/7 Town Council stream. It's there, baby. And now, here's Joe and Pat on plate management.
You started off with a nice-sized plate, okay? But, of course, like most places, they throw you the salad and the cheeses and the lemon and the melons and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And, of course, Mr. Wong and I and the guy we were walking through with, we all said, don't get suckered into putting any of this stuff on your plate. You gotta know how to manage your plate. One of these buffets, you gotta save room for the good stuff. So sure as hell, you get around, you escape from the cheeses and all the...
See, but I like cheese. I would have done that.
Well, I did a little cheese, but you don't want to be... You throw a salad on that plate, then you're out of luck.
You got to get in line again.
Forget the salad.
You're right. You have to know how to manage the plate.
Management is very important. So I told all the people around me, much to the
manage your plate.
Much to the dismay of the DA, I was saying you got to have plate, but don't put any of that stuff.
Because you sensed up ahead there was a big side of beef or something.
Stuff. Yeah. So you get around a corner and we got the shrimp from hell, right?
Oh, was it the size of a baby's fist?
Nice shrimp, about the size of a small child's foot.
Oh boy, I like that.
So
was it iced?
Iced, and they kept dumping.
I'm really miffed that I didn't get invited to eat.
They kept dumping new ones on there, and then there was some crab legs and stuff, but I'm not big on those.
But you probably had some shrimp.
Oh, I took my share of shrimp. I suppose you
had it in your pocket.
I maybe went for a dozen.
You put
I might have had a dozen of them, but yet you don't spread the shrimp out.
No, that's not plate management.
4 deep, so they just are taking up a little corner over. The corner over here. You go from the shrimp. Yeah, you get the shrimp over there in the corner.
Kind of a shrimp wall.
Okay. And now you got some of those cheeses that are holding the shrimp over on that side of the plate so they don't spread over.
See, plate management is crucial, yes?
And then next we got the salmon.
Oh, boy.
Salmon.
Was it smoked?
Big hunks of salmon, yes.
Got to stab some of that?
Oh, yeah, you stabbed it. And the nice thing about this salmon was it kind of all stuck together. Mm-hmm. So, hell, you could take 4 or 5 slabs of it, and it needed to look like, I didn't want that much. But it ended up on my plate.
A pitchfork full of salmon.
And then what do we have next?
Well, you still haven't gotten to what I would call your main deal.
Yeah, well,
You're doing shrimp,
and
melon,
next we got cheese. Next we got the chicken dish,
I might have skipped
the chicken dish. But now you get to the end of the line.
You've got good plate management.
How you've been to... how you've been to places where they've had beef down there. They're cutting beef. And then there's places where they're cutting prime rib. Prime rib, the most overrated thing in America, right?
Mm-hmm.
Prime rib.
You can get it anywhere.
Yeah, and they're cutting it. They cut that down. We ain't cutting prime rib or your ordinary roast beef.
What are we cutting?
We're cutting tenderloin. Big slabs of tenderloin.
Now, aren't you glad you managed to play?
Yes, aren't you glad? Then the guy cuts off about 2 dainty pieces and slabs them on your plate. You just sit there and keep holding your plate. He cuts off a couple more pieces, You just sit there and keep holding it. And pretty soon it got cough up a couple of more pieces of beef. So now you go back. And that's when you go back and find the rolls and whatever you got left there.
What about a tater? Any kind of tater?
Oh yeah, big kind of a au gratin thing. An au gratin type of potato, but I didn't go for the potato because they look like they might spread out and take up too much plate. So,
were they normal size plates?
A little beyond normal size.
Because that requires extra management.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did you do a dual plate?
No.
You didn't have one tucked under the main?
I did well enough with one plate that I was amply filled.
Did you? You didn't even have to go back?
No, it was fine. It was fine just the way it was.
Did they have a little...
nice cake? Then they cut the cake, and they came around with the cake with fresh strawberries on top of it.
Yeah. Did they throw a little cafe au lait at you?
No, any of that stuff that you might have wanted. Yeah. It was outstanding. Outstanding chow, yes. I would, if you got about $100 a plate to spend on your wedding, I'd recommend the prom.
I heard he spent $700,000.
Well, I think it's somewhere around there, yes.
Maybe.
Although today at the ballpark...
I mean, to get the trees cut down alone had to cost him $100,000.
There were no trees cut down.
Well, he comes from a newspaper where the big shots have a history of taking trees out. The guy...
In fact, the rumor is that he hired Steve Isaacs.
Steve Isaacs came back to town just to do the trees.
Yes, to cut down
Didn't get invited to the wedding,
but he did.
But he did the trees.
He called up and said, "Can I cut down any trees for you?" I said, "Oh, well, we got a couple here we can get rid of."
And there was some imbibing.
Yes, there was.
But everyone, no one fell off into the river and tumbled down the cliff.
This was in the backyard, which is actually the front yard or whatever it is, the tent area. So, so no one. There were some candidates to fall in the river had we been closer to the river.
And you knew some of them.
Yes, I chauffeured a couple of these idiots home, actually, but it was fun.
And you just had the belly full and felt great.
And heck, it was such a good time. We stayed, I think, till 11 p.m.
Holy cow. Way past your curfew.
Way past curfew.
Well, that's a very excellent
And guess what time your dear friend Michael Augustine showed up for the 5 p.m. nuptials?
9.
Actually, 7:45. We were very proud of him.
Is this common with Augie? To be that late?
This is prompt with Augie.
There was no food left.
Oh, yeah. He got in he got himself a nice walkthrough, yeah.
A nice walkthrough.
Indeed, the great late Mike Augustine, dear friend of Patrick Reusse. So there you have it. That's kind of a little sample of what you're going to get if you join the town council. That stream is going to be running 24/7. And the feedback we have is mighty fine. They've heard stuff that they never knew existed, especially the stuff from 97 through 99. If you were not a Garage Logician yet, there were some fantastic calls, some fantastic bits, some fantastic guests, and that's what you're going to get. So sign up, go to GarageLogic.com and sign up for the Garage Logic Town Council, and you will be in the club. Happy Thanksgiving, you turkeys. Man, I do love me some Thanksgiving week. The build-up, the stuffing, the preparations. It's a day of gluttony on Thanksgiving Day for me. It's the Rook inviting you to join the Garage Logic Town Council so you will be able to hear the 24/7 stream. Yes, we have a stream on the Garage Logic Town Council that streams all sorts of, not really best ofs. It doesn't have to be a best of. It has... it's full of segments. It's full of great guests. It's full of bits. It's full of some serious conversations as well. And those we have posted. I've been going into the deep down into the archives and providing items for the stream. And I hopefully you're enjoying them. Number one, if you're a town council member already, thank you. If not, get on with it. Garage Logic Town Council 24/7. The stream is always on, and you're always going to be entertained. Even and those times when you're sad and lonely. You got the stream, man, and it's going to be a wonderful pick-me-up. Now, this next cut doesn't really have to do with Thanksgiving, but it was a guy named Bob, and he runs a turkey farm. And he called about something he called about something else. There were some shenanigans in libraries, but once Joe realized that there were a bunch of turkeys behind him, Joe couldn't really focus. And we had a little fun with Bob, and Bob had a little fun with us as well. So Bob and the turkey call on the Garage Logic stream 24/7. Got to join up to listen.
Bob?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was talking about your pornography stuff. You were talking with them secretaries and that. You know, the Minnesota Supreme Court passed an ordinance that every county in the state of Minnesota has to put up 10% of their land mass for adult entertainment. We shut it down up here in Onamia and Mille Lacs County, but for at least a little while, to put it under more study. But I don't hear about it anywhere.
Each county has to provide 10% of its land mass for adult entertainment?
That's what they're telling us at the county meeting, the county commissioners.
You heard wrong. That can't be true.
The Supreme Court supposedly passed this, and we all got ordinances up here on it, and in Bradbury Township, and we shut it down. We fought it. We had everybody up here was against it, but they're telling us the Minnesota Supreme Court passed this, and I had never heard anything about it before I got the letter from the county.
What would this have to do with the library?
Well, we were talking with pornography, and I've been waiting to call you over it because everybody's going after the war, and I didn't want to interrupt and start going over pornography when everybody's hoo-hawed over the war, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I do, yeah.
We're up here kind of by ourselves.
Uh-huh.
I got turkeys here in the background. I was just hearing it and thought I had a call. It was just something that brought something to my attention. And...
Here, put your phone near those turkeys.
Okay. Yeah, see? They gobble.
Yeah. So you got a turkey farm?
No, I just got a little hobby farm up here that I support myself on. And they're just some bug eaters. You got to have turkeys and birds around to take care of wood ticks and all kinds of little critters.
I guess you do.
But that's, we got beef and mules and everything else. But, I mean, that pornography thing really got me because I've never heard anything about it on the news, in the paper, or anything else. And it's really surprising because it's, Minneapolis, the 7-county area, that's already done because they dealt with it. And I think St. Cloud has already dealt with it because they have adult entertainment. But there's all the other counties in Minnesota now are going to have to deal with this.
What's the nearest town to you?
Onamia.
So do they have a public library?
Nope.
No, where do you have to go to your nearest public library?
Malacca.
And do you ever go to it?
Wife does.
Yeah. All right, but you don't think she goes there behind your back just to check out the porn, do you?
No, she's already read every book that's in it, so she quit even going there. She reads.
Yeah, well, yeah, well, good for her.
I'm sitting here on the steps waiting to talk to you, and I'm watching the ice go out of my creek.
Oh, yeah?
It's beautiful. Turkeys are here gobbling at my feet, and I'm watching the ice go out of the creek. Yeah. I'm going to go out and feed here a little bit. I didn't think anybody knew about this Supreme Court law, and I think it's fictitious, but somebody is... It's happening.
Uh-huh. Just a minute. I'm just noting the time of this call. Because it's a great call because I've never heard so many turkeys in the background.
Yeah, I'm sorry about it. They love people talking.
They do?
Oh, yeah.
Are they social?
Yeah, they're really irritating. If you try working on something out in the garage, they just come out of the garage. You got to keep the door shut because otherwise they come in there and eat all the screws and the nut and bolts. You take something apart and they'll eat it.
Did you hear me earlier talking about the guy in Japan who invented the deal for the dog? You can interpret what the dog means when it barks?
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, that'd be neat to have one for a turkey.
Yeah.
Strap it on the turkey.
Yeah. Every time you take something apart, if it's anything from about half-inch down, they'll eat. I got a couple emus running around, too, and they'll eat half-inch bolts.
Why would they eat a bolt?
They use it to chew up their food. They put it in their gizzard like birds do. They eat anything.
I did not know that a turkey or an emu would eat hardware.
They eat anything.
Huh.
They'll eat anything they can get in their mouth.
But they like to hang around the garage with you?
Yeah. You can't keep them away.
Now, are you retired?
No.
Is this your farm? Is this what you do for a living?
No, I build roads.
Oh, you're a road...
I'm laid off.
Oh, okay. You work for the state?
No, I don't.
I see.
No, wife runs a farm here all year round, but I just get to come up here in the wintertime.
Oh, I get you. All right.
You know, but that's
seasonal.
Well, Bob, thank you for that.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You
Here's
too.
the turkeys.
Yeah. Yeah. Goodbye, turkeys.
Bye.
Goodbye. All right. Save that whole. That was wonderful.
Hang on to that.
I didn't know turkeys. The guy's sitting there on his steps, and the
Talking
turkeys are
about
talking to him.
Talking about librarian
porn, and the turkeys are weighing in.
I think you put the necklace on the turkeys, and all you're going to hear is gobble, 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 gobble.
Just a minute.
It's not going to be, hey, master, I need more,
make some notes here.
food for grit or whatever it is.
Then he goes in the garage. He takes stuff apart, and the turkeys eat all the hardware.
Right, they're following him around.
Jeez. Well, I got that story, or Kelly got it. Unless I lost that, too. I'm not... Why am I losing stuff?
What's, first thing to go?
Well, here it is.
So, prep work.
I think the first thing to go are the knees.
All right, we'll take it. The first thing to go are the knees on the mayor of Garage. Turkey? No, turkeys don't have knees, do they? I'm trying to picture. No, they just have, well, whatever. They have those huge talons is what they have. So that was Bob the turkey guy, and that was a charming call from way back when. And again, here's my buddy, Mr. Reavers, to tell you how you can, if you're not already, can join the Garage Logic Town Council and benefit from all of these past bits, calls, etc. on the 24/7 stream that we have running. Reeves, take it away.
The Garage Logic Town Council will hold its first official Town Council members-only meeting Wednesday, November 30th from 4 to 6:30 p.m. at Tattersall Distillery in River Falls, Wisconsin. Join the Garage Logic crew for complimentary appetizers beginning at 4 p.m. with a live Garage Logic podcast to follow at 5. This event is only open to Town Council members. Members who wish to attend should RSVP in the Town Council member platform right now at GarageLogic.com. Not a member and want to be at this exclusive and official meeting? Not a problem. Sign up for the Town Council right now at GarageLogic.com and then RSVP for the event. We'll see you November 30th at Tattersall in River Falls.